Hi fellow makeup fiends, as promised I am filming part 2 of my Real Techniques brush haul. The rest of them came today and I'm really excited. I now have the complete set except for the eyebrow groomer, which I don't really like. I don't like using those. I actually have the Gosh Brow Gel, which actually just I sweep through them and that does the whole job for me, so I didn't get that one. But I did get the others and I actually got a free brush as well, so I now have 2 of the eye shader brushes, which is quite good because that means I can keep one for dark shadows and one for light shadows, because there's nothing worse when you're using a light colour, then you use a dark colour, then you want to go back to light and sometimes you get that darkness in there as well. So this is now what they look like and I have them all organised into the different coloured brushes. So I'll quickly show you this one, which is my eye set. So today I got, as you know, another one of the shader brushes. I'm not going to go on about that one because that was actually in my part 1 video. And then I got this brush. Now this was in the Travel Essentials set. And again, I cut the back off so that I can keep information about what the brushes are called, although they do have the actual names on them. But it also tells you what they can be used for, and until I get used to them and using them, I want to keep that. I have actually found I've been using the other ones since Saturday, and I found that different brushes I like for different things, and I'm definitely going to film a video in a couple of weeks talking about what I use the brushes for, because they do have multi-usage purposes. So I feel like once I get used to them, I'll be able to tell you how I use them and what I find they're best for, which I think is, you know, if you're just looking for a specific job, then maybe, did I say specific brush for a specific job? Well, that's what I meant. Then maybe that can help you. So I've kept all the little backs of them. I've took lots of photographs, which I'll insert at the end. So in the Travel Essentials kit, you get 3 brushes. You get this one, which is the domed eyeshadow brush. So as you can tell, it's all domed up. I love these, they're so super soft. It's got the white bristles on the end. These are the purple ones, all the eye ones seem to be purple. It's got the lovely black rubberized end, which is quite good because it makes it sort of less less slippy, and it feels nice texture between your hands, between your fingers. So that one's the domed brush. It's quite fluffy, so that's really nice. I'm looking forward to using that. The other brushes in the Essential set were, you got the Essential Foundation brush. In the Core Starter kit, you get another foundation brush, but it's smaller than this one, and I've actually used that already today because these came first thing this morning. But I found the other brushes useful for something else, but we'll go over that in a second. So in the Travel Essential set, you get the Essential Foundation brush, which is domed. It's kind of graduated up the side there. It's very soft, just a standard foundation brush really. Also in the Travel Essentials kit, you got the all use brush. So this is useful for bronzer, for powder, for blusher. Yeah, it's just a standard blush brush. That's it next to the domed brush. So as you can see, the domed brush is obviously a lot taller, but they don't differ in width or anything, the same sort of width and the same softness, so it's just a little bit of a shorter kind of cropped brush really. So those are the 3 brushes in the Travel Essentials kit. I've actually put them in different collections, or really according to colour, because I've now got the 3 cases, because the Travel Essential kits comes in one of the fold down cases. Just trying to put this one back in. So I now got the pink ones together in there. So I've got my stippling brush, my domed blush brush, and my all-purpose brush in there. And keep them in there, now fasten that shut. And then the other kit that came today, and I'll just take the other brushes out so it's not confusing, is the Core kit. This is the Core? Yeah, pretty sure it is. Right, so in this kit you get a buffer brush, which is useful for putting on pressed, well I used it today for pressed powder, but you can also use it for mineralized powders. The brush next to that one, which is quite small, take it out, this is the accent brush. Now this can be used for small areas of concealment and also for lips. Haven't used it yet, and it can also be used for like precision highlight, and that's what I'm going to use it for. I'm going to use it when highlighting under the brow bone, because you don't want to get massive amount of highlight there, so this will just give you that lovely nice subtle highlight. Sorry, I should have been taking these out quickly. That is the buffing brush. So as you can see, it's beautifully soft. It's flat on the top. So that's that one. The other one is another foundation brush, and this one is the pointed foundation brush. Now this is obviously a lot smaller than the other foundation brush that I just showed you. What I found that this one is perfect for is I've used this, as you can see it's got product on it. I've actually used this for around under the eyes, so I use like a brightening concealer underneath, and this is perfect for around the eyes. Because it's pointed, you can get right in the corner of the eye there, sweep it along very close to the eye, taper it out to the corner, and it works beautifully. So that is my under eye brush. As I said, I will do a video talking about what I'm using the different brushes for. And then the other brush, which is amazing because I've used this one too, this is domed. This is the highlight and contour brush. So if you just want to get a nice highlight on the top of the cheekbone, much better than using something like this, because you're just going to get a massive block of huge stripe of a highlight across there. This is very specific, and you can also use it to contour using circular motions. So that is the highlight contour brush. So they are fantastic. I love this kit. I have never been one for using brushes for foundation, but using that this morning to do the under eye was fantastic, and I got an amazing result, so I'm very happy with that. So what I've done is I've put the foundation brush in here from the other set, because these are all kind of a bronzy gold colour. I have got the powder brush, which is really fluffy and soft, and as you can see it's got some powder coming off it there, and it's just so beautiful to get your face powder on. So I've been loving this, so I'm definitely just going to keep this for powders. I'm probably going to use this just for loose powder, because I'll use the buffing brush for pressed powders possibly. I'll see how I feel really on the day, but it's nice to have a big powder brush just so you can sweep it over your face and get a large area done. And another brush is the angled foundation brush. Now this one's quite slim, as you can see. It's got the white tips. It's not as soft as the other ones. It's definitely a lot firmer, a lot sleeker. It's kind of shiny and satiny. This is supposed to be very good for putting foundation on, just because of the angle of it, and just because you can get into the smaller areas because of the thinness. You can get in around the nose area perfectly. So I'm looking forward to trying this one. So those are all in that case, and then that just closes up, and I just stand them on the desk and store them. And then I've put everything into the eye case. So that is them. And what I have found, which is quite useful, I don't know if it's meant to be a feature, if you open these up and then you use your toggle to get your desired sort of height so you can stand it up. If you do that with another one, do it with this one, the Velcro strap that you use to close them, you can actually take it and then put these together, and they actually stick together, so you can stand them side by side on the desk and have them fastened together, which is quite good. It's quite useful. So I've actually been standing it kind of like that, sort of in an L shape, and it's just useful to have all the brushes there together. But I suppose maybe that's meant to be like that, but I just thought it was quite useful this morning when I was using them. So to finish off, I've never had expensive brushes before. Always got high street brushes. The most expensive ones I've got are probably, I've got a couple of Gosh ones that are very nice, and also No. 7 collection ones, which are lovely. Those are the ones that I probably favour most. They're in their own little container. There's some Urban Decay ones in there that I've got with kits as well. These are beautiful brushes. Oh, I nearly forgot, I got the Kabuki. Oh, not the right one. The Kabuki, which is angled. super soft. This is great. What I got this for is bronzing, because I prefer to use a kabuki when I'm bronzing. It's got quite a nice firmness to it, but it's still soft. And then it's got this little kind of indentation, and you just pull that apart. And this is the main reason I got it. It's to contour, and basically it just creates a long brush, and then you can get the contour beautifully there and blend it. So that's very nice. And I'm probably just going to stand that on the desk because that's where I keep my other kabukis. So yes, I think these are fantastic brushes. I never would have invested in them if I didn't think they were great. I got the first set and the blush brush and just thought they're amazing. I really feel like there's a huge difference in what my makeup looks like using these brushes, just because I think that I never thought that if you paid more money for a brush that it would make a huge amount of difference, because a brush is a brush, but that was early days of me getting into makeup. But you do start to realise that there are some things that you do need to invest in, and brushes are definitely one of those things. And these are fantastic brushes at really good price points. So I'm very impressed with them. They're very soft, they do a fantastic job. Some of them are multi-use, which is very good, and I think they're amazing, and yeah, I give them a huge thumbs up. So if you can, check these out at your local Boots stores if they stock them. If not, you can go to the Real Techniques site. I'll put the link in the box below, and you can actually find different stores that actually sell these. I got mine from Beauty Chambers. Came in this box, very well packaged, lots of packaging in there, and I got a free brush. So I was very happy about that, and yeah, I think they're amazing, and like I said, I think they're a pretty good price point, and I'm very impressed with them. So I'm now going to have to invest in some brush cleaner for spot cleaning in between, because I really want to take very good care of these brushes. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it's been informative and useful for you, and watch out in a couple of weeks when I do an updated video talking about what each of the brushes I find are best for. So thank you very much, and take care. Bye.